Recently on Ignition GT, we spent time with a head designer, gaining insight into the fascinating world of car design. We're talking an incredibly creative bunch that are driven by a hunger for originality and inspired by fresh ideas. But then you look at the current crop of luxury cars out there and you kind of wonder, what happened to all that originality and fresh thinking? Big grille fixation makes it feel less like design and more like a collaboration of cut and paste plagiarists. Well, the new face of this design inspiration has been launched here in South Africa, BMW's X7. We're looking at the conversation starter with BMW's X7, the biggest kidney grille ever on a BMW. And clearly, judging by my opening link, I'm not a fan of this new big grille approach that manufacturers have adopted, but can I tell you what? I see it in the flesh and I actually kind of like it. Believe it or not, it actually works, and it burns me to say that. It actually works. The contrast of grille meeting slim twin headlights not only balances the facial features, but definitely emphasizes the X7's 2-meter width. It comes standard with LED headlights, but the blue X-shaped detailing indicates the optional laser lights with adaptive LED headlights with a non-dazzling high beam that can reach 600 meters. Now, because we're driving in the M50 diesel, the grille and all the feature accents are finished in this brushed, almost rose gold detailing. And I can't believe I'm going to tell you this, but I actually prefer the bling bling high chrome finish that you get with the Design Pure Excellence trim. The sporty look in this car, nah, just doesn't work. The chrome looks the part. It looks executive, it looks upmarket, and it finishes it off beautifully. There is no hiding the fact that this is a massive car at just over 5.1 meters in length and standing at just on 6 foot in height. The rear doors are larger than the front to improve access, and the X7 is fitted standard with 21-inch light alloy wheels, which can be sized up to 22 inches, and there are of course a variety of styles. The X7's sheer size is also expressed at the rear, the horizontal detailing emphasizing the width, with vertical edges under the slim LED taillights squaring it off nicely. The standard air suspension also allows you to lower the car from the boot for easier loading, and I do like the electronically driven split tailgate design. Fantastic, eh? There is no manual labor in the X7. Everything opens, closes, folds at the push of a button. Obviously, it is a 7-seater, and the third row comes with full-size seats. I don't think I've ever been this comfortable sitting in the third row of a vehicle. It's actually unbelievable. I've got my own climate controller, and a little touch of the button here, I can open and close this little glass roof, which, can I tell you what, actually helps to give that spacious and airy feel when you do have it open. It really is cool. I'm happy sitting in the back. Really happy. Way in the back. These aren't cheap seats. Now, our test unit has the option of the individual seats in the second row. This is business class luxury and refinement. It makes it a 6-seater. What's also nice, because you choose this option, you can also access a third row with this little gap over here, which is really cool. We've got the optional extra of this privacy setting. I can actually control the shades. I can also have access sitting here in the second row to the 3-piece panoramic roof, which is standard, and at night it's got such a beautiful skyline LED light effect. Really, really special. Also not standard is this infotainment system in the rear, which comes with two 10.2-inch touchscreens, the DVD player, which is Blu-ray compatible. It also gives you 2 USBs. It's got an HDMI port and 2 headphone jacks. But what's also nice, it gives you 2 USBs in the rear for the third row passengers. Listen, they've thought of everything. Like, I really am quite happy sitting here. Third row, second row, this is business class. Actually, correction, the only USB you'll find is up front. The rest are all the latest USB-C connections. Apple Carplay is supported and there is a wireless charging mat as well as onboard Wi-Fi, making connectivity a breeze. Now, because it is a 7, you know you're getting the very best in terms of luxury and technology that BMW has to offer, just sitting a little higher off the ground, and it really is a plush and elegant space. You have sport seats up front, which can be spec'd to multifunction with massage, and there is also heating throughout all of the rows. Of course, the interior look and feel can be further personalized with the Design Pure Excellence and M Sport packages. Their new Live Cockpit Professional is tastefully displayed on slanted surfaces with two 12.3-inch screens, the control display, as well as a fully digital instrument cluster, which team up with the center console and the iDrive controller, as well as through the steering wheel buttons, the touch screen, gesture control, and even voice prompts. And that keeps you, the driver, fully engaged and in control of all functionality. They're launching with two engines initially, the X30D and then the M50 diesel. And then later on in the year, they're going to be adding the petrol version, the M50i. We've gone for the M50 diesel purely because I've never driven this engine before and I've only heard really good things. It's a 3-litre quad turbo diesel engine. It produces some pretty impressive figures, 294 kilowatts and 760 newton meters of torque. That is plenty, and it really is as good as everyone said it is. Super smooth delivery, very refined, and obviously lots of available torque when you need it. We've left it in comfort mode and it literally wafts along, and that is the nature of the X7. But because we've gone for the M50 diesel, it gives us that sport differential. Do we need it? Yeah, this is the thing. I can flick this into dynamic mode and that M Sport differential is going to transform this elevated limousine to a bruiser of a Bavarian battleship. It's going to make it so dynamic. The performance is there, but is that really what this car is about? Does it suit the nature of it? I don't think so. Which makes me think that I probably chose the wrong model, because actually this X30 diesel perfectly sums up the nature of this Bavarian beast. Just like the Design Pure Excellence package, for me, works better than the M Sport. But you know, the consumer that is shopping in this segment is an intriguing and interesting buyer, because they are driven more by perception than by purpose. So I'm expecting to see the one that is the most expensive, the highest spec, being the volume seller. So the X7 literally is the 7 Series just on a pedestal, more noticeable. And I think its arrival is just another nail in the sedan's coffin.